Hello, everyone. It's me, Lancer737, and today we're going to be talking about some cool stuff that's on Equestria Daily or Nightly. Anyway, I forgot something. There was something in the last video like this I was going to talk about with involvement with G5. I know G5 is not the greatest. It has a lot of problems. It could have been better. There's some leaks about the stories with what they wanted to do with G5 that I wanted to talk about, but also I noticed a couple cool merchandise things I wanted to talk about first. So first things first, we have G5 Switch controller now available in Europe, plus new banner for MLP store on Amazon. So now it's going to be much easier for anyone in Europe to get a G5 MLP controller. Granted, I'm on Xbox and there's plenty of custom. There's plenty of custom places I can go to get like a Princess Luna controller, which would be much more, more to my liking. Or heck, a fan-made picture of like a human Princess Luna with a collage of a canon pony and canon human Princess Luna. Anything I want. Heck, I could have the Star Wars MLP crossover version of Princess Luna on my controller through Xbox. But if you're not into that and you just want to get something that's official, well, it's official. Well, it's also Wii, not Xbox, but whatever. And it looks nice. I especially love the purple on it. Granted, I'm not the biggest fan of those two characters. I forget what the White Pegasus name is, but she's essentially like an alt version of Rainbow Dash. And the character below her, wait, that's a different character. Never mind. I was about to say that's the goofy one that's a unicorn that acts somewhat like Pinkie Pie, but isn't exactly her. Those two look cool. I do not know who the heck they are, though. So apparently here's the banners for it on Amazon for the purchase page. So evidently you have three different generations. You have a G5, which is the unicorn I was just telling you about, and I don't remember her name. She acts a lot like Pinkie Pie. And then you have Rainbow Dash right there in a different art style. Almost looks like G4.5, which 4.5 is canon to 4, although there's some episodes that might be for a different universe, hence G4.5. G4.5 was pretty entertaining too. It didn't really have any serious conflicts in it, but it was still fun. Just like the Equestria Girl shorts, those were pretty good too. And then you have G1, which, yeah. Hey, it's something. Okay, so let's get into the lore stuff. I am extremely late to the party when talking about this, but they had future Bat Pony episodes, Opaline Origins, and History of Equestria revealed in Mysterious G5 PDF. That artwork looks so much better than the 3D and 2D stuff that we have in either. There's two different G5 shows, and they're both canon. It seems like the 3D one has more of the magical conflict stuff that I'd want to see in it more often. But at the same time, because of how they've treated Queen Opaline, she's not really that much of a threat. I mean, she's barely more dangerous than Trixie, to be honest with you. Okay, so her spells are dangerous. Her demeanor makes her danger level drop. If Trixie and her had the same magic capabilities, and this is before Trixie's redeemed, Trixie would probably be more dangerous. Anyway, and she'd probably win that duel if they're fighting each other. Anyway, we have something very interesting appearing today on 4chan, so as always, take it with a grain of salt until we get some kind of official confirmation. A PDF going into detail over 36 pages were revealed. A bunch of interesting information from the world of G5 Equestria, along with stuff we already know about each of the characters and locations we got across. Make your mark and tell your tale. Head on down below for the breakdown. I actually don't want to read this part. I want to... Okay, I guess they're not going to link it. I've never been to 4chan. I am kind of wary about going there because I don't know how secure it is. So hold on, I'll go check it out because if it has really good stuff, I would want to talk about it instead of just reading summary. Okay, it's hard to track down, so we're just going to have to read the summary for this part. We have something very interesting appearing today on 4chan, so as always, take it with a grain of salt. Questria's history, including the Alicorn land of Skyros. The Opaline was annoyed, picked Celestia and Luna to go out and lead as opposed to her, due to the superiority of Alicorn over the other three races. There's more than three, gosh dang it. Twilight splitting the main six up into the three pony races cities we ended up with, and meeting annually to recharge the crystals to keep magic around while maintaining invisibles of protection against Opaline. This tradition eventually died out, which led to the complete severing of the races. Plans for future pony realms exploration, including aurora ponies, sea ponies, tropical ponies, neon colors, and bioluminescence. That sounds very much like gem ponies that appeared in a very art. It's more art focused MLP picture book than it did have a story. I mean, it has a story, but it was very light on the story. They focused more on the artwork. It had really good and unique artwork that we don't normally see in MLP. They had gem ponies on it that were very different than that crystal pony. These colors they're describing for them kind of sound I can't talk. They kind of sound similar to those. Okay. Flutter ponies with gosh dang it, butterfly wings, and bat ponies who had a goth spooky appearance. Okay, I think you're taking it too far with that. They don't all have to have a goth look. I mean, the fashion shouldn't be one. I mean, like fashions. Yeah, you can associate that with a culture or a race, but the goth isn't like that. I mean, if they had like a bat pony goth versus the goth that we see with equestrians, and it actually was different. I mean, it was dark but different. Okay, I could see that, but it's like if it's the same thing, it's like why? Why would it be? Whatever. Well, anyway, I'm so disappointed we didn't make it that far. Skyros itself could only have been explored, which was sort of Mount Olympus style aesthetics, and according to the document, would explain a lot of the unexplored lore for G4 with the origins of Celestia and Luna. Well, that's really disappointing. I hope they well. I was about to say I hope they incorporate that, but it's like this is G5 though. Well, either I hope G5 and the state that it's in actually gets better and then incorporates it and does it well, or if they're going to move on the G6, then I hope they just take G6 seriously. G4, but the seriousness is cranked up more. Don't get me wrong, it should have some funny stuff in it, like a character like Pinkie Pie, sure. And the different kind of humors that you saw with different characters, like serious humor and then Pinkie Pie and stuff like that. Yeah, sure. But the seriousness of it, especially what we see in the novels, especially Princess Luna's novels, I want more of that. I've said this before, adding the horror element a lot more to the story, it was something I didn't realize was sorely missing until I read the Princess Luna novels that are horror themed. When I say horror themed, I don't mean like she's the Undertaker and she's taking you story through story. I mean like it's a story that's centered on alternate universe versions of Luna, like two of them. And she does eventually drop by in like the primary universe one, but there's horror elements in it because the alternate versions of her are using magics that terrify the main characters, and the main characters are not in the TV show. At least if they are, they might be like a background character, like a tertiary character that you might see walk by, and it's like only you would know if you read the novel that that's who that character is. They were really great. I would like to get some more of those. Anyway, I think. Oh, wait, no, that's not it. Hold on. I'm going to find just a little bit more. And we got more. More stuff. Celestia and Luna, Allura's brother revealed in new G5 MLP concept art dump. I sort of do not care for the younger versions of them. Technically speaking, this is like based off the depowered version of Luna that we only see once in season 1 of G4. So seeing that, I mean, I guess in a sense it makes sense, but I really don't care too much for that design. It's not bad. It's actually kind of good. It's kind of good. But when you're spoiled with classic season 2 Princess Luna, or the other versions of her that we see, including the epic rainbow-fied, rainbow-powered version of Princess Luna. That is just freaking awesome. Yeah, and then alternate universe and human versions of her, but that's going too far with my criticism. I just yeah, I wonder if they're going to talk about how they subtly kind of made Luna and Celestia partial villains, sort of, in this. I wonder how much concept stuff from unreleased ideas is floating around out there on hard drives of artists that worked on G5 early on. It's pretty clear that they have a big plan for Allura before everything was shuttered. We have a shot of her brother grown up today, along with Philly, Celestia, and Luna, which we did end up getting in Make Your Mark. Go get the concept shots now. She looks so small. Oh, you know what I also noticed? Considering how ancient Luna and Celestia are, Queen Opaline has to be really ancient, and I wonder how she stays alive. Because again, the reason that Luna and Celestia are immortal, the ageless type of immortal, and they're constantly becoming stronger and stronger and stronger because they manipulate the moon and the sun. Opaline didn't have a job like that, so I wonder how she stayed ageless. I don't think she was constantly gaining power, though. So that's a benefit that Celestia and Luna had. That's, it's not bad. It's G5 version of a super young version of them. It's like, yeah, okay, yeah. Okay, so this is their new villain. On one hand, kind of like the colors, it's kind of blurry. On the other hand, you're essentially fighting a purple cougar with the hairstyle Fluttershy, and probably the same temperament too. Okay, I'll be nicer. I'm pretty sure they're gonna leak some more stuff about this villain. Hopefully, she will be cool. Hopefully. But I'm not going to lie, just looking at her, it's like, that's just Fluttershy in a cougar body. She's going to bite us all. Cat scratch fever. Anyway, I'm not going to make this go on too long. I hope you enjoyed my time here looking through this stuff. And if you didn't know about this, I hope you enjoyed this too, or cringed with me. Because, there is a lot of people giving G5 a chance, and they still are, but I feel like it's made too many mistakes. It could always fix itself, don't get me wrong. Someone good can come along, it can always be fixed, but I just don't know if that's going to happen. At the very least, I hope they do that for G6. Anyway, peace be with you all, and have a great night.